Welcome, everybody. I feel surrounded today. Hope everybody's friendly. Gentlemen, you had a chance to look at the minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
While you're doing that, I would appreciate a motion to pay the account payable and payroll claim.
Motion made.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Sheriff, what do you got today?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Morning.
We, me and several of my guys helped West Baden deliver Thanksgiving baskets all throughout the county. It's a great program that they've got going on. I want to say we took upwards of 50 meals to different people, so they have for the camp for their Thanksgiving. Marshall and I rang the bell at Walmart the other night for Salvation Army. Had a good time.
Hopefully we made a little money, didn't cost us.
Yeah. Me and my guys have been reading to the classes at Troop Elementary. We currently have 52 people incarcerated this morning. I spoke to Sandy and we found a way to, Prince Lucas offered to sell us Tahoe, and we went through the council and got a way to purchase that without any extra additional money being spent.
Transfer funds.
Do I need a motion on that?
You did council, so yes, let's do motion for them.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And it's 2021, correct?
Yes. And then with different things going on at the, coming in and out of the court and some troubles that arose from last meeting, I'd like to purchase 800 portables for both courthouses for the security guards to have. They're around $3,500 a piece, and I don't know if you guys had a way we could fund that.
The president don't have anything at all.
They've got a 400, the old one.
Oh, okay. Well, they need to be part of the loop, that's for sure. Entertain a motion?
I don't, where are we thinking that we'll pay for it?
Well, are you getting them this year or are you gonna get them next year?
I'll get whatever you tell me.
We can look in your budget. Do you have anything left in your equipment line?
I can look.
We can look, we'll check your budget before we, is that okay?
What is the total in
They're $3,400 a piece.
the report?
And how many did you want?
Just two.
Shoot. Okay, we can do it.
How do you do that with your part-time guy? Did you just use their radio? or
Yeah.
something?
Stays there.
The states are on.
I definitely think they need it. I make a motion that the sheriff work with Sandy and line item and go ahead and get them ordered.
Thank you.
I will second that.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Last thing I have is, boy, we enjoyed Christmas on the school. That was awesome. Everybody at the courthouse looked great. And all the people came out. It was a good time. That's all I have.
All right, any questions? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Morning, Mr. Anderson.
Morning, Commissioners. Kind of got a keep it short for the holidays here report. County crews have been out doing some maintenance items the past couple of weeks. We should put a lot of rock on gravel roads, trying to get them up in shape for the long winter ahead here. We did get our asset management plan for roads and bridges submitted to LTAP. This was due by December the 1st. We had to have that certified to be eligible for the 2026 CCMG. Hopefully we find out something soon if Orange County will be successful with the 2026 CCMG application. The sooner we find out, the sooner we'll get on the roads for preparation, get that underway. Quick reminder that the amount of CCMG awarded to the communities for 2026 has been greatly reduced through legislation that we're giving away. 400 to 450 million a year. That has been reduced down to 100 million a year statewide. The only other thing I got, I'm looking forward to our bid opening at 9:30 a.m. this morning for our materials. Appreciate all the bidders that have submitted the bids for 2026 materials. Happy Thanksgiving. That's all I got.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Mr. Gillian, you back there?
I'm here.
All right, you want to introduce yourself? Everybody know who you
I'm
are.
Robert Gillette, and I'm the new maintenance director.
I'm learning, so just bear with me. And, of course, I don't know if you know, the fire marshal was here yesterday, and I made copies. I could send emails, but I made copies for you of the findings. They have to be done by January 7th, or there's penalties. So, and most of it was down at the jail, so. There's pictures of each thing on here. I'll give it to you here in a little bit.
Is there anything you're concerned that we can't get complete or by that time?
From the pictures, it looked pretty simple. But like I said, I'll need to know, and I don't know if work with Davey there. I've got the before pictures. I need the after pictures. If they're gonna do it down there, you know, fix it down there. I think Joe, he talked to Joe.
Okay.
I need the after pictures that it was completed, so I can send back in to him.
Good enough.
Maybe just coordinate between you, Richard, as the president, and him and the sheriff to make sure everything gets done.
Just have, yeah,
You three can.
What did you say the deadline was on that, Ron? January 7th. It was actually gonna be December 25th, but he's going on vacation, so he said, we got a few extra days.
Hate that you have to work on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much more.
Glad he's going on vacation.
Yeah.
Welcome to the group. Hopefully they'll be gentle with you for a while.
Happy to have you.
So far, it's been good.
Right.
Okay.
I just have the profile contract, to restore and preserve the book I, which is 1842 to 1844. That book is getting extremely fragile. They are all scanned in, but all of our records are critical records, which means we have to have 2 copies. So the paper copy, we still have to, we still have to take care and preserve that. But it's the contract to preserve that. They encase it, in a binder that is essentially, for a certain period of time, waterproof, fireproof, mold-proof. It's pretty impressive what they're able to do with it. But this will be paid 100% out of perpetuation, and I just need permission to sign that contract.
Motion.
Motion made.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
You got it.
That's it.
All right.
Are you gonna bring up to her what you were telling me? Or have you already told her?
We had talked a little bit about it the other day, but yeah. I think I told you I had talked to Dan, and he came up with an app, I believe, that can be put on the computers, but that was my understanding. We didn't get into it very far.
Then I looked at a couple other things, some wireless I was gonna get with the sheriff and get, obviously, his input, but I think there's some
Yeah,
more
this
affordable
one
options.
around 1,000 a year
Yeah, it was an annual cost.
for
but
each building, for here and there.
It almost looks like the app went to everybody's computer,
Mm-hmm.
so that anybody could respond,
Right.
If your
Right.
security guard is tied up,
Right.
which would be kind of nice, but
We are,
we just had something.
yeah, we are exploring, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
we see the need, so we are.
What was that called, green button? Something
I
like
think
that?
so, yeah,
Green
something
button.
like that, yeah.
Okay, so we'll seek out something, keep
We'll
looking.
get with the sheriff and figure out something. So if it don't work out good, there's somebody to blame.
There you go.
Shelley?
I don't have anything today, thank you.
All right.
Heather?
No report, thank you.
All right. Linda?
I don't have anything today.
Nothing yet? All right. First Chance Center,
Good morning.
what we got today?
Yesterday, Richard received the 5311-2026 contract. He did go ahead and sign that through DocuSign, so I need a motion to retro his signature to yesterday. And then I also would like to ask for a motion to approve his signature once he receives the 5339 capital contract for the 2026 grant year.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Second.
For both.
Motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
What's the number on that one again, 39? The one that's coming?
5339, and it's the capital for that.
Okay, anything else for you? Okay. Glad you guys are here. We have our roster here. Your roll one. Okay, moving right along. Priscilla,
Good morning.
good morning.
The first thing I want to say is I just want to thank you all. There's so many things at Thanksgiving I'm thankful for, and this community is absolutely one of them. Many of you do not know, or maybe you do know, but Team OC was on a 3-year grant through IU Health that would fund us from an administrative standpoint to do the things we've done. And to be honest, thanks to all the support we've got from community members, we went from 0 to 100 very quickly. This is our last year of funding for Team OC, and I have been scrambling like crazy trying to find ways to secure our continued existence in this community that I so love. Marshall and the commissioners several meetings ago had taken some opioid money and set it aside to potentially help support Team OC as we go into 2026. It was to the tune of $30,000, which is allowed under the guidelines for opioid use. The thing I am so blessed, and it was God's will, we received full funding from a grant that we got notification of within the last 30 days. So Team OC will be able to continue to exist in 2026. And due to that, we will not need what you set to the side. So more than I can express, I've never lived in a place like this where people put people and community first. And it's just so different. And so Marsha, I remember one of the last meetings when you guys were talking about this, you said these mini grants are so important to you, and you've done an amazing job with that, you and Richard and Steve have. And you said, we'll find ways to continue these. Well now, because we've found funding, you'll be able to find ways to continue your passion of supporting the community as a whole. So I just want to thank all 3 of you and all those involved in making those decisions. But now that money can be used for other things because we did get the funding.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
The other note I want to make is Catherine and her son Colton recorded 2 suicide prevention, snippets for the radio station. One will play in December and one will play in January. These are the hardest months for our community members as they get into their homes, the winter months, the change in daylight savings time and all that. So you'll start to hear those on the radio. In conjunction with that, Team OC will continue to, we're gonna build our partnership with the State Police Department. The thing that we find is as community members go on the inside, and this really affects our youth in a big way. At the Girls Empowerment event, we kind of kicked off a Brave and Aware. We brought some guest speakers in around this. But what happens is on social media, so many times people start creating fake accounts and start connecting with our youth. And even, to be honest, start connecting with our adults. They start making posts that are inaccurate, and it causes depression within the community. So the one thing that we're doing is going to work with them. You can identify a location of an account through an IP address, and it's pretty simple to do that. So I'm just sharing that with all of you today because our youth are so important. You know, we want 0 missing teens in Orange County. 1 is too many. So as we continue that, you'll see posts, you'll see things like that. I am going to reach out to our local social media sites like Haley Talks and things like that, just to ask them to kind of watch and almost police people who join. You know, things you want to look for is, does somebody have more than 10 friends that you're connected to? Does somebody have maybe 2 friends? That's a red alert. Does somebody have friends from all across the world? That's a red alert. And then it could be something that seems like minor, but then it gets pretty aggressive. So I would just ask all community parents, especially our parents, watch this with your youth as they're in the homes. So we'll start policing that with the state police pretty regularly for Orange County. The other piece, with your approval, I would like to be able to use the community building twice for 2026 at no charge. We did get full funding, it's $7,000 grant to do a community resource day / aging empowerment event. And so the first year we did that, we had about 500 attendants for resource day. I think you attended that one. The second one for the aging empowerment, we had about 300 in attendance. So we're gonna bring that thing back big for April, and we have full funding. But if you approve no rent, then that lets us put more money towards that. Any feedback on that?
We just need to check to make sure the dates are available, if you'll get with Amy Wilson
Okay.
on
I'll do that.
availability, but as long as it's available, I'll make a motion we approve.
Also,
A
Okay.
motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then, I have two more small pieces. Sunday's event was, if you attended it, and Tyler, I saw you there, and I saw, Davey, of course, you and Heather did just an amazing job engaging with kids, and then our three commissioners were there. But the thing I remember is I looked over at Richard, and Richard, I hope I don't, offend you when I say this, but Richard actually had tears in his eyes. And he said, Priscilla, for the first time, nobody's worried about where their next meal's gonna come from, where they're gonna get gas money from. He said, everybody is happy. And then I looked over at Marshall. Marshall was handing out hundreds of presents to kids who may not have got a Christmas present. And all of that was because the three of you hosted it and pulled it together. So that was an event like nothing I've ever seen. It's probably my favorite that's ever happened in Orange County. Heather, I mean, like, wouldn't you say so too?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, when I looked, and there was a few, and then all of a sudden I started doing a circle, and they were everywhere coming. But because of that, I would like to get your approval to start working and then presenting to you all on a spring ice cream social event at the courthouse. Our courthouse is the pristine area that people should be able to come to, celebrate. And what you need to realize is just like what Richard said that night is, that's where people can forget things. They can come together, collaborate, be a family together. So with your approval, if you just say yes, I'll just start working on some things and I'll present that to you all in the months ahead.
Would that be something like in collaboration with our America 250? Is that what?
I could if you wanted. I could work with Robert on that, absolutely. I'm just thinking ice cream social, spring kickoff, almost like a carnival type deal. And it's just, to be honest, it's not going to be as good as the Christmas one because I don't know how to get much better than that. But it'll be where we invite the community for free events to come and celebrate who we are in Orange County and a kickoff to the new season. So, but I can definitely work with
Well, I just
on
thought
that.
maybe a picture too. You know what?
Yeah.
They used to, what, years ago, remember all the county came together, and the time capsule, isn't it getting open this year?
July.
Yeah, so
July
maybe,
4th.
maybe
July
something
4th.
for a new time
Yeah.
capsule.
So you have that.
Maybe something for a new time
Oh,
capsule.
we are working on that. Well, the Historical Society is working on.
But they're doing a great job, so I'd say collaboration
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, definitely. And then the last note is, so many times, again, I go to say things we're thankful for. That's one of our traditions, is things I'm thankful for, and I could say something about each of you. But Carl, earlier this year, Carl's over our county roads, and we had a mentor in our program that the mom always worried about him being able to catch the bus without getting hit, get on the bus without the bus getting hit. And it was city roads, so Carl really didn't have to have a part in that. But when he knew there was a child involved, him and his team rallied together, went out there and got all the brush cut, got the road cleaned up, and then gave that mom and others a peace of mind. So, Carl, you're one of the many people we're thankful for, so thank you.
Oh, that's the count. Our crews. We got a great crew.
Well, thank you to them, okay? And that's it.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know if we ever answered, I'll be yes, answer yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think it's great.
Presented.
Okay.
Anything brings people together, we're for
exactly.
it. Okay, Scott, you're up.
Hello. We have been deep in planning work at OCEDP the past few weeks. One of those is the Quality of Place and Workforce Attraction Plan, which we are updating those for each county, but on a regional level in partnership with ROI. So we did a public survey, and through some of the funding that we got for this update, we were able to partner with local organizations to help push that survey out, like Priscilla did for Trunk or Treat. The schools pushed them out, the food pantries, the libraries. So we had over 250 surveys received, which was great. We've had 2 in-person meetings with the committee, and then I have to have the rough draft of the plan to the consultant by the end of next week. So if there are any projects that you guys know of, and it could be in your individual communities or countywide, that you know of, that you've thought of, that would be good to include in that plan, please let me know. We have our last follow-up meeting on Monday before I have to get that turned around back to the consultant. And then the other update I had is that for the Orange County Workforce Housing, the French Lick Resort notified me last week that the first home of the next batch, so it'll be house number 7 on Klondike, is ready. So we are going to have the public meeting for that on December 8th at 3 p.m. at the resort, and then the open house will be on December 22nd, which is a Monday evening, and then we will draw for that on January 5th. So we're doing a little bit longer than 10 days this time, just because we're out of office for the holidays there for Christmas and New Year's, but they wanted, they're excited and they wanted to go ahead and get that one out there to the public. And that one is open to anyone that is employed by an Orange County business. And that's all I've got.
All right, well, thank you very much for a lot of information quickly. Okay. Lisa Thomas?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, Lisa.
As some of you all know, I'm involved with, I have my own business and I do weddings, events and things like that. So, and the more I talk, I have a list here of people in the county who would be interested in this. I just wanted to see, I would like, if I could, get the building free of charge. I want to host a vendor event fair, not so say a bridal fair, but a vendor to showcase all the businesses in Orange County that have anything to do with a wedding, with graduation parties, retirement parties, you know, like if I was trying to talk to Carl here, DJs, food trucks, florists, hairdressers, anybody, and just get them into the community building. And then I know that there's been some concern that the building hasn't been rented a lot for events this year, because I'm the one who's cleaning the building now, and I've been talking to Amy about it. So I could go in maybe 1 or 2 days before and maybe showcase the building itself, hang lights, you know, get it freshened up and stuff, and then advertise this thing. I want to have a sign made for French Lick, for Orleans, for Paoli, to really advertise this and get the community behind it. But some of the businesses that I've already talked to are just ecstatic about it is L's on Elm, Dubs, AC Floral, Yo Banana Boy, they're a band. Angie Chastain told me about the Cassidy King Tech. I didn't even know they existed until I did the event. I can't remember what that was.
Child Care Summit.
Yeah, the Child Care Summit, thank you. I didn't know they existed. They are 100% hoping this, you know, we can do this. Michelle Terrell, the dress shop up here on the square. Those are just, you know, a few of the places that I've already spoke to that would love to do this. And I was thinking like late March, early April. Of course, I would work around your date for sure, and just get this out there and showcase Orange County, because Du Bois County has a huge event fair. Washington County has one, and theirs has grown immensely over the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. So it's time that I think Orange County says, hey, we have these people in the county. You know, let's support them.
I think it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
We
we've
need
kind
to
of talked
showcase our
about this a
businesses.
little bit. Me and Amy, and I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't know where you were at, but yeah, I'm 100% for it. Motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
The
you.
Orange County Health Department would like to be involved in that too, as far as education, as special events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will give you my contact information and we can get together on that. Thank you.
Thanks for doing it.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead now that I have your all's approval and get it on the radio stations, get it out, you know, start spreading the word to the vendors. We can all come up with a date, and then hopefully in January, I can give you the date that we wanna have it on.
Who's your husband?
Steve Thomas.
Oh, you have my sympathy. I'm just kidding.
I know. Thank
I think
you.
the world of Steve, I do.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Lonnie Stroud.
Yeah, I'd just like to report on a few things that are going on in the health department. We did receive our refrigerators yesterday. We waited a little while while. We plugged them in today. They're cooling down. We would like, in conjunction with that, the circuit tested, make sure that the power is sufficient, that we're not going to throw any breakers. Also, those need to be on a generator, for backup power. So we have a little bit of money left over from the allotted amount from the council to take care of that cost through the HFI money. Yesterday we did make a post on our Facebook page that we would like the public to know, and anybody that's interested. Food safety at the holidays. This is a common time when food is abused, left out on the tables. Our guidance is through the State Department of Health. It's put out there. Orange County Health Department Facebook page if you're interested in that. And then finally we got our translator in yesterday. This is a device that has over 100 different translations on it. It is a talk, you talk into it, and actually talks back out in the native language that you choose. I think this device is going to be good for us in the language barriers that we face in the health department, but also in the offices around the building. It may be a quick, easy method to do that translation that you need in a pinch. That's all I have.
All right.
I know I appreciate all the social media stuff from the health department. It's the best I've seen. It's really good.
Megan heads that up for us.
It's good, yeah. It's really good.
Okay, next up is Tucker Law Office, but we're within 4 minutes.
I can do a few items just
Okay.
quickly. I'll stop at 9:30 on my, it says that on my phone. The county road request to vacate, I did email the property owners, Running Cedar LLC, on November 13th and requested a copy of the recorded deed so that I could prepare the petition to vacate. I've still not heard back. So I don't know, Marshall, if you could
I'll
reach out
reach
to them
out.
and have them
Sure,
call me.
sure.
So
I'll
that's
reach
just
out.
on hold until I
Okay.
hear from them. And then we have a right of use of alley. Tate Smith is here with respect to that. That's been sent to Springs Valley Bank and Trust. It's also been sent to Matt Cooper, who did approve that document. It was requested by Mr. Smith. Have you reviewed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in agreement with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just for approval by commissioners, and then Mr. Smith will sign and take it to be recorded if approved.
Okay, yeah.
We need a motion. to approve.
Motion.
I'll second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll just circulate that around. Thank you. Tate, once you get that recorded, can you get me a copy of it? The recorded copy, thank you. And I think it's time for bid opening now, it's 9:30.
Okay. We will recess this meeting and go to the bid letting. Reopen
I'll let you do it.
it.
I mean, I'm crazy. Or you can All right. 2026 aggregate bid. This is from BCNA Prairie Bloomfield. Carl, I may need your help as far as what to read off. Which section are you gonna do with the gravel? Number 12 pea gravel. Again, this is Prairie Materials. Number 12 pea gravel, $10.15 per ton. Next is from Rejuvenate Incorporated out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, it is $1.29 per square yard. It's greater than $100,000 square yard, $1.29 per square yard. Less than $100,000 square yard is $1.38 per square yard. And that's from Rejuvenate Incorporated. Thank you. The next bid is from Seal Master for crack seal material. Okay. $0.73 per pound. What's this now? Okay. And then 68 cents per pound. And that is delivery, 68 cents. All right. Per pound includes delivery. Okay. If you were to buy 45,000 pounds of it. The next bid is from Rogers Group Incorporated. Okay, 11A, $23 per ton. 73 Stone Commercial, $14 per ton. That's why I have them up here. I used to read through every single one, and there's about 20 on each bid. So. The next bid is from E&B Paving LLC. This is for hot mix asphalt. Each one of them. Okay. Type B, $48 per unit price, and units ton. Oh, 25 millimeter, $48 per ton. 19 millimeter, $50 per ton. 9.5 millimeter, $60 per ton. That's FOB. And it's Corydon Asphalt Plant, located in Corydon, Indiana. The next bid is from All Star Paving out of Seymour, Indiana. Hold on, let me see this one. Yeah. That was on that first page, I don't know where to see. Yeah. It looks like 2,250 pounds at 64 cents per pound, and then we've got $1,440 is the total. Is that right? Okay, if you were to buy that poundage. And that looks like all they bid on. The next bid is from Cave Quarries. $11A, FOB Cave, $13.25. And then 73, $10.75. $10.75. Okay, so 19 millimeter, $76.50 per ton. 25 millimeter, $71 per ton. And these bids are going to be available to inspect if anyone wishes to do so. The next bid is from Civilcon Incorporated. Okay, 12-inch galvanized, price per foot, $15. That's it. The next bid is from E&H Bridge and Grading Incorporated. Okay, 24 by 25, price $60,612. $60,612. Anything else? Whew. The final bid received is from E3 Bridge. $12-inch, 16-gauge galvanized, $15.34. $15.34. Anything else on that? Okay. That concludes the bid opening. Again, bids are available for inspection.
Richard, I'd make a motion that we take the bids under advisement.
I will second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll resume our normal meeting. And you're still up, Lynn?
Yes, I still have a few items. I have Purdue Extension Contractual Services Agreement. As commissioners know, I've been emailing with you as well as Purdue. The appendix that was attached to the 2026 Purdue Extension Contractual Services Agreement removed language stating including 2 county educators, which commissioners had added several years ago and wanted that to remain in there. I did request that that be added back, and Purdue did change the language, but it didn't help much. It was changed to state in exchange for payment in the amount of $53,500 from Orange County to Purdue. Purdue Extension will provide extension services through the Orange County Extension, Purdue Extension office up to a maximum of 2 county educators in the following program areas. So they could remove it back to 1 at any time, because that's in there, and I just want to know what commissioners wish to do with respect to that appendix.
Personally not comfortable with it at all.
We
They're
want to
wanting guaranteed money, but they don't want to guarantee the service, and I've got a problem with that.
So would you like to reduce the amount paid if they're going to reduce it to 1, or would you just like to stick to we are needing 2 county educators?
And I may have,
Just like one or the other.
Okay.
One or the other.
Okay,
I may have missed it, but I mean, where would one of our educators go? I mean,
I
it
have
looked,
no idea.
because I
And
mean,
they said,
I mean, we have
Purdue
2 good
said,
educators.
the attorney said they don't have any intention of reducing it, but this would allow them to do so, and I think that's a sticking point for me as well as commissioners.
No, the money they're requesting, I'm not sure how that relates to
Okay.
last year. If
Okay.
that indicates a raise or not, Sandy, do you know?
Yes, it does, it's higher than last year. It was like 51, maybe it's like maybe $2,000 more than last year.
Well,
I mean,
That's a
I didn't
decent
give you the
bump.
exact number.
We had 3 at one time, didn't we?
Well, we reduced that because of
It could be in
the perceived service that we were getting. But my personal opinion is, we don't want to sign something like that when they have the option of reducing what we're paying for.
Okay, all right, I will let them know. Thank you. I also have circulated the agreement for contractual services between Orange County and South Central Indiana Regional Economic Development Corporation, doing business as Orange County Economic Development Partnership. This would be just a 1-year term, January 1st, 2026 through December 31st. This is requested to be funded out of the Orange County food and beverage tax. So it will also be presented to County Council to approve the agreement. The commissioner will pay the contractor, this is increased to $100,000 for the year 2026 as compensation for the services rendered. Payment to be made in monthly installments of $8,333.33.
I have a question about, would we come monthly to request it? Like Richard and I talked about food and beverage being similar to casino, or will it be automatic, like right now it's automatic?
I think it's kind of like they would sign the claims. You would come in and you could
sign the claims for like the whole year if you wanted to, but then they would be dispersed monthly.
Okay.
So,
What I would say is we will probably approve it in a blanket manner, and then she will do it out as per the contract.
Okay.
Okay.
but there may be claims that need to be signed, and like I said, you can do it for the whole year, as long as we have that claim for
Yeah.
each month, then we can do it.
Okay, perfect.
It's basically the same request from Mass Casino, so we'll have to sign off on it as well as the council, so,
But just once a year for us.
once a year.
Yeah.
That's all we have to do, and then you sort of a green light to go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve and send to the council for their consideration.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll circulate that for signature, and then I'll present that, if you're gonna sign today, I'll present it to council for next meeting. Thank you. I have for you, John Noblet brought to me the Fire Protection District Board of Orange County and Volunteer Fire Department agreements. There are 4 agreements: Livonia Fire and Rescue, RVFD1, Southeast VFC, and RVFD2. And Indiana Code does require that commissioners approve the agreements. So these are proposed agreements signed by and between the Fire Protection Board and each of the respective fire departments for commissioners' consideration. And you can bundle those all into one motion if you wish.
I'll make a motion that we approve
I will second.
all of them.
All of them? I approve. Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
And there's 2 in there, so you guys will have to sign quite a bit. So please make sure you sign in each spot. And I'll stay after, if you want them to do it after the meeting, they can do that. Get those. And then we took care of Mr. Smith. Did you get your agreement back? Okay. And you'll get that recorded and provided to me.
Thank you.
No problem. The last item I have is the county attorney contract for 2026. This is actually between commissioners and council, since we've been assisting council as well, they are added. The changes do reflect an hourly rate increase from $200 to $250 per hour. It does add legal interns and legal assistants being able to provide services, billed at $125 per hour for interns and $110 per hour for assistants. County council was added as a party, and there's an acknowledgement that there's no conflict of interest in Tucker and Tucker's representation of both the Board of Commissioners and Orange County Council.
Okay. You guys ready? Go with it.
They have not.
You have none?
I sent it immediately before their meeting, so I said I'd bring it up at the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Comments? Discussion?
Is that the alley? Oh. Oh, it's been signed, no?
I think
You need to sign it, we've all signed it.
There's 2 of those. They haven't approved that yet, Sandy.
Any discussion on?
I'll make a motion that we approve.
Okay, I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Say aye.
And I'm gonna circulate 2 of those for you guys to sign. I do appreciate it. It's been a pleasure assisting you. Oh, I did have one other item that wasn't on my report. The jail has been working diligently. They've set up HIPAA training, and their forms do look good. I have one addition for you on one of those forms. But as far as the STI testing goes, everything does appear to be in order. I am waiting on information from the health department, so I'll probably just walk over there after this and talk to them about it, but it's in motion. Jail's done a great, you guys are doing a great job. They're actually doing training this morning, so, on that. So I think we should be good to go. I'll probably bring that up at the next meeting. I don't have anything else for commissioners today.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I don't know what I'm signing here.
I know, I passed around a lot of papers.
Don't say that.
I passed around a lot of papers, so. That's, and then Skylar. Thank you.
It's normally one of these. Okay.
Do you want an original or are you good with a copy?
I don't care.
Okay, if you want an original, I can have them to sign another one.
No, I think they're good.
Okay.
Their hands are gonna be great.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith, we'll need you to sign both of those.
And then just take both of those.
Okay.
or just one.
Madam Auditor, what have you got today?
Take one,
And then just take one of those, take me to.
and we'll keep one. Thank you.
Oh, Lord, I don't have hardly anything, thank goodness. All I have is the Paoli Public Library had sent a motion for, I needed a new appointment for Sarah Durbin. So I just have that noted on from the Paoli Public Library.
Steve, you got a replacement yet?
So they're asking Sarah Durbin to be the replacement.
To be the
She will
replacement?
appointed.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a
Thanks so much.
motion, she wants to be on there, that's great.
I'll
Stay
second.
on there. Mhm.
Okay, and then I just need Richard to sign
Sign
this
that.
one. And then the only other thing I had was we discussed the CETA and the FIT, like the new distributions and maybe the next meeting, the December 10th meeting, we decide, or you can vote on how you want those dispersed or deposited, because we'll be paying those out,
We'll have to, the decision on, I think this, it really needs to be made at the next meeting.
for sure, yep. That's all I got.
Well, we're on the matter of appointments, so let's go ahead and take care of this. We have, as most of you know, Richard Beatty passed away here 2 or 3 weeks ago. And Richard had been a longtime member of the Hoosier Uplands Board of Directors. And was contacted by Executive Director David Miller, and he may have decided they would like to have his son take his place on that board. And I certainly don't have an issue with that. I don't think you guys do as well.
What's the son's name?
His son is Rick Beatty.
Was that your appointment, or do we need to vote on
We need to vote.
it? Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve Rick to take the replace Richard.
Motion for me to sign this paper.
Yes, sir.
I will second.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's your appointment for the Hoosier Uplands Board. Replace Richard. And we have another appointment here with the Convention Visitor Bureau. And I haven't talked to Heather Ross. Catherine, do you know whether she's willing to serve again?
I have not spoken to her about that reappointment.
Okay, it's gotta be done by December the 19th, so
Next meeting we can do it.
we better, I'll call her and see if, make sure she's willing to serve another term. And we will table that until then, if that will work for everybody.
Sounds good.
Do you guys hang on to her, or do you want me to keep it? Doesn't matter.
It's, doesn't matter. I mean, do you wanna keep it that way, you know, you need to call her and then we can bring it to the next meeting?
Is that all you had, Sandy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Noble, you got anything?
Yeah, I've got a few things. One of the things, we worked very hard to be, we had a committee, and we've not been in a hurry when in regards to opioid funds, not just pass them on. I did learn yesterday, and there's several counties that actually didn't do anything with the funds and they got sent back. So the things that we've done, I think kudos to every group that worked, and it wasn't just us. It was several people that have helped us, assisted us with the opioid funds. Our treasurer for helped making more money on the funds that we had. But there was a lot of work in that, and I think we've done all the reports and the audits, and they've all came out good. But I think we need to make sure that those are easily accessible to the public. So I've been working with the sheriff, and he has graciously offered that he will put a tab on his sheriff's department app where the public can view all our reports, everyone that we gave opioid money grants to in the past and the future. And what better place to put it but on his app, and he's willing to let us do that. So I think it's good for more transparency that we have that available. So if you all are good with that, I'll work with the sheriff and whoever heads that, and we'll go down that road. I also, while we're talking about it, we received more funds just recently.
October 24th.
Yeah, and you've done a great job investing them. I don't think we're in a hurry to give out any funds, and we're gonna have some additional funds we didn't even know we were gonna have. I think we should reinvest them. Why not go ahead and take that money and have you start doing what you've been doing and making more money for us on it.
So do you want the full amount, everything that's in the fund to be invested?
I think we should. I mean, we don't have any.
You don't have anything on the drawing board?
No, I mean, if we do, the mini grants probably again next year, we've got plenty of time, and that's a process, even when we open it up, it's time for people to apply. So why not?
Another timetable.
I mean, is a 6-month CD better than a 3-month? I would
have to
assume.
check right now, they've been changing, I'd have to check. So you're saying go 6 months if it's good, or 3 months?
I don't wanna go a year, cause I think we wanna try to have the grants again next year for everyone, but I mean, 6 months, that still puts us, in early spring. If we,
I think whatever the most attractive rate is either way.
Okay.
So I'll go with that, I think.
We have one, in January, we have one maturing. I went through some and then have the interest amounts, but I didn't have time to get totals or anything
Sure.
for the meeting.
Yeah,
so
I asked
budget
her
meeting.
yesterday, last minute yesterday afternoon, like you had nothing to do at the end of the holiday, but I asked if she would I would like to see what interest she's actually made us since we started, on it, I know one thing that was impressive that I learned recently, like I said, one thing, there were counties taking the money, sending it back and not even using it, and we're using it for good things. But also, there's some counties that literally just did nothing. I mean, they had no hand in it. They just moved it over to the first person who came and asked for it. And I think we worked really hard. I mean, our schools, our police departments, our several organizations. I mean, and there's other counties now reaching out, wanting to know how we got started and what we're doing. And there's data to show that we're making a difference in Orange County. And that's data from the state and the feds that Orange County is making a difference in the fight of opioids compared to some of our counties around us. So I think we're starting to get some attention there, and it's exciting. So I guess I'll make a motion that whatever our treasurer decides to invest the money in that's best, that I think let's make money on it so we have more money to give out.
3 months or 6 months?
Yeah, whatever you find that's the best rate before rates start coming down. And I'd love to know, like I said too, I think it's good to know all of the money you've made for us, so we appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll report back at the next meeting.
Last thing, well, I got 2 other things.
Do you want to clear this motion out?
Oh, yes.
I will second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't know, have we ever introduced our veterans in an official meeting, Ron?
Oh, we're done officially or not, have we?
So I thought it'd be good.
This is my first meeting.
Well, get up and give us a 30-minute dissertation.
It's all right. Limit, okay. I'm Ron Parsons. I'm the new Orange County Veteran Service Officer. I've been here since about June. And when I first started out, I was getting like 15 veterans a month in, and now I'm over 30 a month. So word's been getting out. I've been helping people, as many as I can, get their benefits. A lot of people don't even know they qualify for benefits, so the ones that are coming in are spreading the word to their friends, and I'm getting a lot more people, so.
I've heard nothing but good things, Ron, the things you're doing. I know we have expanded hours, which, we met the guidelines to expand the hours, and we're doing that, but I even have some evening hours, which is good, so I just thought it'd be good to introduce him.
That's a great idea. Nick, have you found veterans appreciative of our dedicated flag up here, Phil? Dedicated flagpole?
Oh, yes.
So I think that's the least we could do, and we said that day, I think it's one of the most important things we've done this year, is to recognize and honor those folks that are gonna allow us to have a 250th birthday this year.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Thank you.
And the last thing I just wanted to piggyback on what Priscilla said, the Christmas was awesome this weekend. I think the Hendersons definitely, we had a judge giving out coats. I mean, it wasn't the 3 of us, it was much more bigger, powerful people than us that made the event possible. And thank Mr. and Mrs. Claus and everything. It was just an absolute awesome evening. So I appreciate everybody that was involved in that. And that is all I have, sir.
Steve, what do you got?
I don't really have anything other than, I guess keep saying it here, what kind of day Sunday was. For me, it actually took me back several years, you know, the people, the smiles, I know I stood and looked around and, you know, if people wasn't smiling, they was telling a story. And, I know Priscilla said she looked around and seen Richard and, you know, I was kind of the same way. I was just kind of looking at everybody and it was just one time that I guess Richard said, you know.
Forget all the problems we had.
We didn't have any problems for that moment, so I just wanted to elaborate on that. It was a great evening, it was.
That's all you have?
That's all I have.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a clarification here. I seen a post the other day that we had paid $2.5 million for that JSI building. And that is not true. That is not the case. We paid $1.7 million for that building. We borrowed $1 million or bonded $1.9 million, and that was on our attorney's recommendation for closing costs and fixed costs and that kind of thing, incidentals. So the $2.5 million would represent what we would actually pay for that building should we keep it till the term of the loan. That's where that number came from. But I think it's misleading to say that we paid that much for that building because we didn't. As far as the status of the building, we're presently drawing $40,000 a month in lease payments. And some of those are long-term leases. And the building is paying for itself, it's paying its operating costs. And right now, it's basically full. We will lose a little bit in probably January, because I think we'll be moving out. But another company we have in there now has already asked to expand their space, so we'll make up some of that as well.
And taxes are being paid on it.
I just wanted to clarify that. And you know, they pay property tax on top of that. It's probably gonna go away though with this SB1, but
Who knows what's gonna happen?
I don't know. At any rate, but they understand that if their property taxes don't have to be paid, then their rent will raise accordingly.
Okay.
And that's in a verbal conversation. That's not in our contract. It's verbal conversations I've had with these folks. So. And that's really all I have as well. That being said,
The only last thing, do you by any chance have any additional bills for the commissioner room? Any additional billing?
not in front of me.
Okay, because
we received a bill yesterday for the seal, which we did get, which is we'll present at the next meeting, which is absolutely amazing. So we did get the bill on that. It was $1,200, it was more of a gift to do it for $1,200. I mean, I can't wait for everyone to see it. And there's a second one that was donated with that will get, the council has, we gave to them, and they're going to put up in this room. So our new county seal will be in both chambers, and I think there may have been another bill, I think, for $900. I guess we need to approve.
Have you seen any?
no, he said he had him yesterday, but I wanted to have to give it to you so you could figure out give it approved.
Well, that would be for the repainting of the pews, I think, of the seating. So. Was that it?
Yeah. It was $1,200 for the seal and $900 for the painting. Was the bill that we received. And again, it's been a little work to paint the pews, but it would have been like $60,000 for new pews. I mean, we repurposed pews, so you know.
Well, I'm gonna apologize. That room was not renovated for 42 years. It was the original room when this building was built. So there's no apologies from me for that, because that's not our room. That's the people's room. That's the meeting room. So I don't feel the need to apologize for what we've done. We've just made it more user friendly and actually more roomy. We have more
40
seating
seats
in there
now.
than we've had. So that's just the way it is. All right.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Claim claims and adjourn.
Move in.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
Here are your contracts.